we buy the dealership. Niggas sleeping on you till you kill a rich. Check out my demeanor, bitch. Niggas thought the king had fallen off. Do you believe this shit? We don't follow nothing, we the leadership. Black Wall Street. Money moving through this crypto, we just reel it in. Stacking up the millions. Something like Sicilians. Multiply the profits.
Welcome to the Maryland for Crypto Show. I got my guy LJ in the building, my guy Money Meech. We're bringing it to you live and direct every Tuesday from Studio 202, and we're showing you everything there is to know about crypto, because crypto is a new hustle in 2021.
Shout out to the big homie Maryland for Crypto out here, 2-0, smoking with legends. That's how we do.
Queens, repping for Maryland for crypto in New York.
Yeah, we in New York.
Holla at your boy Philly Freezer holding it down with Maryland for crypto. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all want to get your money right. Fuck with it.
All day. Much love.
Welcome to the Maryland for Crypto Show. It's your boy Sean Prince in the building, the one and only. I'm here with my guy Money Meech, Mr. Make It Happen, aka Dread City. And we back like we never left, man. That's episode 17. I mean, you know, it's another day, another dollar right now, man. It's a walk in the park, man, you know. Episode 17. Wow. Right. That's crazy. I got to give ourselves a round of applause on that, man, because we're going strong right now, man. All of the knowledge and gems that we done dropped on people these past 17 weeks.
Episode 17. Hey, man, let's not get it confused, though, man. We've been doing all this virtual stuff, man. I just want the people to know we will be back in the studio real soon.
We will be back in the studio. Absolutely.
Real quick.
Absolutely.
Real quick.
Let them know, Meech.
We out here. Yeah.
Let them know, Meech. But
sleeping now, huh?
You know, let's say that again. But yeah, let's jump right into it, man. You know, the market right now has been trading sideways ever since, I would say, the end of May, beginning of June. Pretty much all June, we've been trading sideways. We've seen a lot of major dips in a lot of the major altcoins and Bitcoin and Ethereum, and you know, just the state of the market right now. You know, it's possible. I've seen a lot of people saying that, you know, the bull run is over. So, you know, I kind of want to throw my guys in the mix right there and get your take on that, and see how y'all feel about that, man. What do we think? Is the bull market over, or are we just in a retracement? What's happening right now?
Man, come on,
man. Bull market over.
Man, what we've been talking about all year, man. What we've been talking about
Talk
all
to him,
year,
Money Meech. Talk to him, Money Meech.
When we first came on, what did we say? We said that this was just the beginning. We just starting to scratch the surface. And that's literally what that first pump of the year was. We was just scratching the surface. Now we've had this crazy dip, and you know, we've dipped even further than the dip. And you know, obviously, yeah, we tell people to buy the dip, but yeah, we dipped lower than the dip, and so now it's critical. And you know, but once again, we gotta stay strong. That's what it's all about. It's all about having diamond hands. It's all about being a hodler. You know what I'm saying? We teach it. We express it. Do your research. If you do your research, you'll understand what's going on, because you literally they're constantly feeding you the information that you need to be successful. You just got to be there to receive it, and you got to be there to understand it. So once again, pay attention to what's going on. Keep up. Listen, the bull run is just about to begin. I think. I know this. It's about to begin. We got news coming out right now. The Senator Elizabeth Warren, she's pushing for regulation dates. Like she's putting pressure on the SEC right now. She wants answers. She wants to move forward, and they got to come up with something real quick. So I'm excited to see what they want to do. Can't wait.
Yeah, and it's crazy that Senator Warren is even putting this type of pressure on the SEC, because she's been known to be a crypto skeptic. And she's pretty much letting them know that they got 20 days till July 28th to figure out, you know, crypto regulation. You know, the senator, she's in charge of the Banking Committee of Economics Policy. She just wrote a letter to Chair Gary Gensler saying that she needs answers by July 28th. And despite the rise in popularity of crypto, a lack of common sense regulations has left ordinary investors at the mercy of manipulators and fraudsters. And fraudsters, Warren has advocated for or has stated. And she has been very critical of Bitcoin, describing crypto as speculative. But in this recent turn of events, she's putting her voice out there and putting her foot down to say, hey, the United States needs to know what's happening. And I don't blame her. We've kind of, I wouldn't say we dropped the ball, but we are behind the 8 ball when it comes to this fourth industrial revolution that is cryptocurrency. So, yeah, man, SEC, step up. What's the deal? What's happening?
They need to do something, because I mean, like I said, every day we go forward, you see China moving forward with experiments. They're giving away their digital yuan every day. They're finding new people in their community to actually hand it to, because they're on a social social rating. So in their country, they have to have a high social rating, almost like a social credit score, but so their social rating. So if they're at above and a certain level in their social rating, they're actually available or able to get free digital yuan as a gift. So the first round, I guess they did like 50,000 people, and then they did another 50,000 round of people, and I think this time around they're finding about another 30,000 people just to give out this free digital yuan to their customers, or to their people. And what this is bringing adoption to digital currency. And once again, China is about 5 to 10 years ahead of us. And if they're already handing it out, and we don't even have regulations right now, what do you think is going on?
I want to know why China keeps banning Bitcoin. That's what I want to know. No, it don't make sense.
No, they're not really banning Bitcoin, but they are banning crypto mining, and they're trying to ban it in these illegal coal fuel energy source ways that they're using coal. They're trying to make it more, eco-friendly, more, economy friendly. So that's what they're banning. They're not really banning Bitcoin. They're just
in other words, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get rid of proof of work cryptocurrencies. They're trying to get rid of that energy usage, because that's where that's coming from. And that's why, that's what the interesting thing about everything is. Everybody knows about Bitcoin, which is a proof of work blockchain, but a lot of the masses and a lot of the retail investors, they don't know about the proof of stake blockchains or cryptocurrencies. They don't know about them. They don't know about all of the different types of blockchains that are created or that are here. So it's all interesting, but we'll see how things unfold. I'm excited to see once again.
Definitely. And just to keep rolling on that proof of work blockchain that they're trying to get away from, right. I think Ethereum is doing something major in that realm with the hard fork that they have coming up here in August. Pretty much the highly anticipated London hard fork, designed to overhaul the controversial Ethereum fee structures, is going to be rolling out soon. Stated by a project team member. So this was first proposed back in 2018. Ep1759 is designed to drastically restructure the fee mechanism of the Ethereum blockchain. And it will introduce a standard fee that will be the same for all users, which will be called a base fee. And it will also make Ethereum a deflationary asset, as Ethereum transaction fees will either be burnt or deposited into a long-term mining pool. One of the hard fork's other upgrades is EIP 3554, which currently has a difficulty time bomb that makes mining the asset more difficult over time for the miners, which will introduce the introduce the Ethereum 2.0 staking that will pretty much have all the miners. They'll now switch from Ethereum 1.0 into 2.0. And so, I think that's just another example of how, this proof of work system may kind of be outdated and may be headed out the door right now, especially if the second, or the number two cryptocurrency, Ethereum, has pretty much picked up on this and is now changing how their blockchain is managed or run. I think that speaks volumes to, what's happening right now in the space. and being able to stake Ethereum. I actually believe that Signum Bank, if I'm not mistaken, is one of the first banking services, like the actual bank, that is going to allow its customers to stake Ethereum within its bank, within its actual bank. The development means that Signum clients can now stake their Ethereum holdings within the bank and earn a yield of about 7% annually. And the yield depends on the amount of Ether being staked in the network. So, Coinbase just recently introduced Ethereum 2.0 staking. So you could stake your Ethereum that you have now. It'll be locked in until 2.0 is available. But the fact that an actual bank, like imagine you can go to Bank of America or M&T and say, you know what, I want to stake Ethereum.
Yeah.
Would you trust your bank, or would you rather go to an exchange and do it? I don't know. But just to me, that just screams more adoption from a institutional level that's happening right now.
All right, and with that answer is going to be,
and you know, the masses would definitely run straight to the banks. They would run straight to the banks, and
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just ready to say that same thing. No, I was ready to say that same thing, man. The people that will be going to the bank will be your moms and your pops and your grandmas and stuff like that. The people that are a little older that don't trust these third-party exchanges that they've never known before, they're just looking like, what is Binance? I've never heard of this. Or what is Coinbase? I've never heard of this. But I do know JP Morgan. I do know, Bank of America. I do know, Goldman Sachs. So they will, those that old money, yes, will be going to these banks. I mean, it's an easy transition for them. They feel more comfortable with it. They feel like, I've been banking there for 30, 40 years. I know John behind the counter. He's been taking care of me since I was, high school type stuff. So they're going to feel comfortable making that transition into those banks. Now, the people our age and under, the younger generation that understands this technology, that researches it, that does their research and understand, like me owning my own crypto, me buying a ledger, me moving my crypto off these exchanges and putting it into my Trust wallet, my Ledger Nano X, my Atomic wallet, any of these, my Exxon wallet. When they know to pull these off the exchange and own your own crypto, it's a whole different dynamic and game changer. And that money, that new money, that young money that's coming into this market, that's going to be the life-changing wealth, and knowing that they control their wealth and not have to answer to a Bank of America, or once again a Goldman Sachs, or or a JP Morgan.
And just to keep that rolling, man. I think that, like you said, it's gonna be a transition for a lot of the older population and whatnot. But regardless, man, it's coming and it's happening. And I think a lot of people have been discouraged lately with the dip that's recently occurred, with Bitcoin crashing to $30,000 roughly. But I just want to put that in perspective for everybody, because one of a staple hold fundamentals that you need to have in this game is, when in doubt, zoom out. So just to give you some stats on that, in 2013, Bitcoin took a quote unquote crash, and it crashed to $50. In 2015, Bitcoin crashed to $200. In 2018, Bitcoin crashed to $3,000. And now in 2021, Bitcoin has crashed at $30,000. So I just want to kind of put that in perspective as far as the exponential growth that has taken place in the crypto space within the span of the last 7 to 10 years. It's exponentially growing further and further and higher. And I think in the next 3 months, we all going to be rich again. I mean, we were already rich. Rich is being a state of mind, a state of being. Let me not, say we'll be rich again. But in the same token, I think in the next 3 months, we're going to pick up right where we left off. And I think Bitcoin, if it's either going to keep trading in this channel, it's going to be trading sideways, or it's going to, break through that $40,000 ceiling and shoot up to, at the very least, $80,000 to $95,000. That's just where I see it right now. I definitely also see, since we're talking about Ethereum, I see, in the next 2 to 3 months, I think Ethereum could easily reach 10K before the year's out. So yeah, just a couple of price predictions and just, insight on the market right now. People don't get discouraged, accumulate. There are certain trends, there are certain waves that happen within the crypto space, and you just got to understand, right now we're in accumulation period, and so we're gonna hit that uptrend soon, and then we're gonna trade sideways, and then it's gonna hit a decline, and it's gonna just keep going in that pattern, and that's just really how the market works. So yeah, other than that, there's a lot of other things, happening in the crypto space. Just some news, some big news, just to kind of show you guys how things are growing. We always touch bases on NFTs, non-fungible tokens, which are, a minted digital asset, as it were. LeBron James Top Shot NFT sold for $210,000 recently, and it's literally a video of one of his plays that he made where he kind of rose above the rim and dunked. And just that video, that small snippet was sold as an NFT on a platform and sold for $210,000. That's almost $250,000 for an NFT. So I mean, I don't know who's got $250,000 for an NFT, but I sure don't. And the fact that that it's just selling for that right now, I mean, it just goes to show you all the hype and everything that's happening in the crypto space.
Yeah, them big wigs definitely have that money, man. And it's not even big wigs. There's so many people that has been invested in this space, honestly, since like 2009, 10, 11. So people are thinking about like, oh, they're just the regular people like us. But you got to realize there's long money out there. There's families that's been around, that's been through the .com era, that came through the first Bitcoin era, that's just wealthy. I mean, and to them, buying art or buying NFT, and that's all NFTs is. It's art. It's a digital art form of putting, your art on a digital art form. So people will buy that for themselves. They can buy a picture for $1 million. They're definitely gonna buy a LeBron James new technology type NFT for $1 million. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to be like, so many people are closed-minded about this space and like, wow, I wouldn't pay that much for an NFT.
That sounds like dope too.
Once again, it's an art. It's a form of art, and people are gonna buy it now, knowing that once again, I own this digital asset that's going on the blockchain, and I'm the only one. There's no counterfeit. There's nobody taking this and trying to resell it without my approval. You know what I mean? If they happen to resell it, because if I sell it and then they resell it, I still get the residual income for that. Because it's an NFT that once you resell it, that first person or second person after it just keeps that percentage just keeps trickling down after the sale. So it's just crazy what the NFT market is going to do. And with them opening up now on the XRPL, because now XRP Ledger is now accepting NFTs. You have the VeChain Thor network. That ledger is now doing NFTs. So NFTs already blow up. And once again, if you're invested in VeChain, if you're invested in on those coins that's on that network, VeChain Thor network, you're definitely going to see a lot of profit coming in on that network. And then once again, if you're on the XRP network, you're going to see a lot of profit and a lot of movement coming up soon with the new NFTs on that network as well. So just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, man.
Sean?
So yeah, just to keep it rolling, Bitcoin and
they're gonna be too. Yeah. There we go.
Say that again, Meech. So yeah, just to keep it rolling again, there's always big news happening.
No,
I believe Argentina. I believe that Argentina. I keep jumping in. I believe Argentina's National Congress just submitted a bill that would allow workers to receive its salary in Bitcoin. Pretty much following suit with El Salvador, aka I'm gonna start calling them El Salvador, because they are the leader in the wave in this market right now of countries taking on cryptocurrency and whatnot. So so just to kind of let the people know how this is going to be the future. El Salvador has pretty much started this wave of Latin America jumping on board, and Argentina is now going to start paying their workers' salary in Bitcoin. And they've also opened up. We spoke about this a couple weeks ago about the geothermal mining that they're doing with the volcanoes that they have in El Salvador. They're using the energy coming from the volcano to do a clean sort of mining for Bitcoin. And El Salvador's Bitcoin miners could earn over 20,000 Bitcoin, which is $750 million a year. And so the country has embarked on an ambitious project that uses, like I said, uses volcanic geothermal energy to mine Bitcoin. And I think it's going to be very lucrative in the long run. So, just to kind of keep that rolling, man, it's inevitable at this point, with Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, XRP leading the way for on-demand liquidity, VeChain leading the way for supply chain, blockchain management. It's really not. I mean, it's like, what more can we say? What more can we put out there? How else are we not getting it across to the people that this is the wave of the future? Cash is trash. The dollar, the inflationary amount behind the dollar is increasing exponentially as we speak. And eventually the dollar is going to plummet.
Yeah, and real fast too, I just want to answer something real fast and kind of add into that, but with regulations. All right, somebody asked about regulations. In regards to regulations, how is that going to affect crypto, or how's that, the pros and cons of that? So just give you the regulations kind of what's going to happen with XRP. All right, so currently right now, once again, regulations are going on, are trying to be brought up, and they're using XRP or they're using Ripple as the front runner to make this happen. All right. So pretty much, all right, if the SEC rules that XRP is not a security, we move on with our life. XRP probably shoots up to I don't know, $30, $20. I don't know. Something crazy though, like something that we can't even fathom. I mean, which is ridiculous. But if supposedly, all right, let's say the SEC does rule that XRP is a security. So what happens? Everybody's scared. Oh, what happens? So these are the things that happen. All right. If XRP pretty much is considered a security, there's a couple of things that could happen. One, all right, this is another thing. All right. Just like if XRP is a security, it almost becomes like a stock. All right. And guess what? That stock can't be at 63 cents. All right, so pretty much, let's just throw this in. So let's say tomorrow they rule XRP is a security. All right, first thing that could happen, and once again, I'm not your financial advice and I'm not a lawyer, but option one, all right, could be, once again, XRP is considered a security, and now they have to put the stock / cryptocurrency now at a price across the board. So instantly, XRP could shoot to, I don't know, $100. You know what I mean? And settle there, and that's where it's at. You know what I mean? And from there, now it moves just like a regular stock type thing. All right, it's going to be slow. It's going to be moving, and that could happen. All right, so that's one option. If XRP is considered a security and now has to move almost like a stock. All right. The second thing, all right, that could happen, all right, is if XRP is considered a security, is that the government now says, you know what, this is a security. You people, you regular retail people cannot no longer hold this. All right. And so what's going to happen is they could actually buy it back from us. All right. And say, hey, look, everybody holding XRP right now have to sell it back to the government or sell it back to, I don't know, whatever thing at premium price. And once again, that premium price could be, I mean, of course, if that happens, it's going to make it sweet for the retail investors because, of course, we've put in time, money, effort. People have invested thousands, hundreds, whatever. So that could say, hey, look, all right, if you have XRP, bring it to us, and we're going to buy it back at, I don't know, $25 a coin, $30 a coin, $50 a coin. You know what I mean? And that's going to be your, which I'm happy with too. Like right now, 63 cents. So if you buy it back at $50 a coin and say, hey, we're no longer allowed to hold this coin, and so we're gonna buy it back off you for $50 a coin, I'm happy with that too. So I mean, so that's option two. And option three, once again, it could be if XRP is considered a security, now the government could say anybody that's holding it gets to keep it. All right. Any new investors coming in are not allowed to buy it. All right. And what's going to happen is everybody holding it is going to be lucky as hell. And they're just going to be like, oh, we're going to be instant millionaires because that price might, the government, by nobody else can buy it. And now we're sending this price to $1,000 a coin. And that's where it is. And anybody holding XRP gets to keep their coins, and they're going to be filthy rich. And anybody else coming into the market no longer has the opportunity to buy this cryptocurrency. And because once again, it really was not made for us. If you look back and do your research, XRP is not made for the retail investors. It's made for big institutions. It's made for banks, central banks, the IMF, those type of things, Amazon, those big players, all right, not small retail investors. And what we've been doing for the past, 9 years, all right, we've been the guinea pigs. We've been that cross-border payment, making sure XRP moves perfectly on the network. And if you actually look at the XRP ledger, all right, in the past 9-10 years, there has not been one mistake, not one hiccup, not one mistake, not one we sent the money to wrong person, we did anything. No, everything's been perfect across the board for the past years. If you go to a regular bank, there's mistakes every day. You know what I'm saying? So for them to use us as the guinea pigs and make sure this network runs flawlessly before they now move it to the JP Morgan, the Goldman Sachs, the big institutions like Amazon and Tesla and all these big time institutions, they had to make sure it worked. So guess what? We, the retail folks, were the guinea pigs. We were buying and selling and transferring it to different exchanges and moving it off and onto the ledger and onto our personal ledger and all these wallets. So, and without one mistake, now guess what? The time is now, all right? And now they're switching to this new ISO 222 network and all this XRP, XDC and Algorand, all these things that's been tested now are being put into the network and are going to be used for the future, for the fourth industrial revolution. So it's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that the average person doesn't know. And so as Maryland for Crypto, we try to keep our group informed. If you're in the group, you definitely know. We try to keep you up to date with all this stuff coming up, to make sure you're staying on top of your investments the right way, the correct way, having the knowledge, up-to-date knowledge immediately, so you can make that decision for your funds and for your future at that point in time. So I know I probably long-winded that, but just wanted to make sure.
And that's definitely big for you to say, for you to make that decision, because a lot of people just haven't made that decision yet. And I just kind of attested to this. You learn basketball by playing basketball. You learn math by doing math. You learn business by starting a business, and you learn to invest by actually investing. So a lot of people, they try to look for like this perfect moment for them to get in. Oh, I'll wait till Bitcoin gets to X amount of prices, or I'll wait till XRP gets to here, and I'll wait till Cardano gets there, when really all you have to do is just start. And I promise you, with the guidance of Maryland for Crypto and your own savvy and know-how, you'll figure it out. I mean, this space is not as hard and as complicated as people make it out to be. It's new. It's something scary. It's something volatile that they don't quite understand yet. But we were just in your shoes. I speak for myself personally. I was just in your shoes last year. Last year, I didn't know anything about anything. I had just bought Ethereum and just let it chill. I was more so into the stocks, and lo and behold, I was able to make a great financial turnaround, great return on investment. Yeah, LJ definitely woke me up. This is before he became Dread City. He woke me up, and yeah, man. He's turned into an animal now, man. He's a crypto investing animal now, B. So yeah, man. Just get some skin in the game, people. Get some skin in the game. Yeah, right. He done evolved to Dread City to Mr. Make It Happen. What's next? What's next for Mr. Make It Happen? Only time will tell. Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But hey, look, I wanna jump onto another question though. I mean, I obviously got a couple questions on here. So people are getting confused. Like, what are CBDCs? CBDCs, all right, central bank digital currencies. All right, once again, every country, all right, every major country. You know, we have the what is it, the G20 or the G7. Those are like the G7 are your top 7 countries. The G20 are your top 20 countries that make decisions. You know what I mean? So these G7/G20 countries, all right, are all going to evolve from physical money. All right, do I have any physical money? Yeah, from physical money, right? This right here. We are going to evolve from physical money, all right, to digital money, which is going to be on our cell phone. All right, so that same $5 that you see here will now be on a digital form on your phone. All right, and every country is going to move from that physical form to a digital form. All right, it's going to be the same thing. All right, it's just going to be on your phone right now. So once again, you're going to have the United States are going to have the digital dollar. You're going to have the digital euro for Europe. You're going to have the digital yuan for China. You're going to have the digital yuan for like Japan. You're going to have the digital ruble for Russia. You're going to have what's next? I don't know. Kanye. I mean, not Kanye, but what's my rupee for India, and then you got Africa. And you know, what's my man in Africa right now? Trying to build the Africa. Yeah, you're gonna have the Akon coin, and that's crazy. The Akon coin is supposed to be the Bitcoin in Africa coming soon. So these all physical dollars that's going to be now digital dollars are going to be called CBDCs. All right. So now when I take back in the day when I took a physical dollar, and if I travel to, like I said, if I travel to Europe, all right, I have to go and exchange my money out personally. I have to go to a bank or whatever and exchange this out and get their type of money so I can spend in their country. All right. Well, with CBDCs, it's going to be almost the same thing, but it's going to be on our phone. But now instead of me personally having to go to a bank or go to an exchange rate to do this, I'm going to be able to just do it from my phone. And when I send them my U.S. money, it's going to automatically transfer it into whatever country it needs to be and go to that country. So like I said, if I want to buy something from Walmart in Europe and I got U.S. money, I can send them to my digital U.S. money, and the XRP coin, all right, is going to actually change that out and flip it into, you know what I mean, into Europe money, and they're going to be able to accept my money there for U.S. money, which is a life changer because now it saves me all this time and trying to find a way to transfer my money or me getting beat. Okay, well, I got to do the exchange rate. Okay, I know my $5 because, you know, a United States dollar is $1 and their euro dollar is $1.30. So they're up like an extra 40 cents or something like that, maybe 30 cents on our money. So for every dollar, you got to add an extra 40 cents. So just imagine it's something $6. I give them $6 in the United States. You got to add an extra like $2 on that shit almost because it's 30 cents more per dollar. You know what I'm saying? So it's just crazy that the stuff that we have to go through, which will be made simpler when we have these CBDCs, when we have these new digital currencies that we can just cross border and move flawlessly through the system without any intermediary, any third party, anybody telling us we can't do that. You know what I mean? It's life is going to change to the point that, once again, we're not going to know. In 10 years, nobody will know what this is no more. Like, if you have these, it's going to be like on your wall, and you're going to be like, yeah, back in the day, we used to have physical money, you know what I mean? And your kids or grandkids are like, what? You guys actually had physical money?
Yeah,
that makes
so
no
crazy
sense.
to even think about, man.
All the germs. I can't believe you guys touched that. That's nasty. Well, yeah, we touched this until we came out with CBDCs and cryptocurrency. So that's going to be
and just to kind of bring it back to what we was talking about earlier with Elizabeth Warren giving the SEC a timetable on to come up with regulatory practices from the SEC. I just think it's a bit coincidental that the Fed plans to unveil digital dollar prototypes by the end of July. So the Federal Reserve is actively working on a central bank digital currency, a CBDC, like Mr. Make It Happen was just discussing. And some prototypes are near completion. the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology (MIT). They plan to unveil 2 prototypes of a digital dollar as early as the end of July. So I think there's a reason why Ms. Warren is pretty much putting some heat under the SEC's ass and saying, y'all need to figure this out because this is coming. CBDCs are coming, and it's already in fruition. It's already in practice, and they're going to start testing it here soon. So SEC better figure it out, man. So I think the case is going to be coming to an end here soon.
Sound like a lot of stuff happening at the end of July. A whole lot of stuff,
absolutely.
man.
Absolutely. You got that Ethereum hard fork coming in. Cardano has the Alonzo hard fork coming in. There's CBDCs are happening in the United States and all over the world. I mean, it's happening, people. It's happening right before our eyes, man. So, don't get left behind or don't say we didn't tell you. Seriously, because it's coming.
Third quarter.
Let's get go ahead, Meech.
No, I was just saying third quarter is just beginning.
Yeah, that third quarter is gonna be real, man. And speaking of the third quarter, let's give the people some price predictions for this third and upcoming quarter. I think that just to kind of jump it off, I think Cardano, we always talk about Cardano here being a staple hold, not the Ethereum killer, but I think it's gonna run alongside Ethereum. They've been trading in a channel of about $1.20 to $1.45 here recently, and I think within the coming at the beginning of the third quarter with the Alonzo hard fork that's going to happen in August, which is going to decrease some of the Cardano supply, adding value to the asset. I think that Cardano could possibly hit, man, roughly between $5 to $10 within the next coming months. So I'm definitely very bullish on Cardano as long as the bull market, that we're still in this bull market. People are starting to say that the bull market's over. I don't believe that, but as long as the it's been in a bearish trend as of late, but I definitely think it has a lot of promise once this hard fork comes in. Same with Ethereum as well.
Yeah. With me, touching base with, once again, a couple, connects that we've made. Let's shout out to our Hawaii Connect, Crypto Viewing, and some other connects from that. We've got some intel saying that, like I said, this third quarter will be explosive. August, September, October. They also said the end of July. So depending on what's happening with Bitcoin, because of course Bitcoin runs the market right now, and so with a lot of investors selling and a lot of big wigs trying to move money around with Bitcoin, and you have like futures, Bitcoin futures, and a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scene, and with all these contracts ending, Bitcoin is going to take a dip. But after that dip, one more time, all right, we will in August and once again September and October see a massive spike up. All right, and that's not from me, that's not from our chart analysts, that's from some other chart analysts that's doing big things that we can't even fathom right now, and they have different connects that's been telling us this stuff since we made these connections. So we just want to make sure we telling our group to once again hodl strong. This moving sideways pattern right now can only last so long. All right, and once again, if you happen to come in while we're in this dip, more power to you. Hold tight and just be patient. All right, if you were in before this dip, you should still be up in some aspects. So right now we're just trying to find ways to consolidate and move some money around to keep buying this dip as it slowly moves up and down here and there. Now, throwing that out there with price predictions, because I know you're like, oh, he's long-winded again. Price predictions. We have been told XRP, after this lawsuit is over, will immediately jump within, I don't know, I was told hours to 24 hours to maybe 48 hours after the lawsuit ends, will jump to at least $20. And that was somebody being now that was somebody being conservative. They said XLM, since it moves with XRP,
that gave me chicken
that could jump anywhere. Right. Now since XRP and XLM moves together, all right, I was told XLM could move anywhere to $12. All right, lagging behind, but from right now, from 25 cents to $12, Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So, and last but not least, my last prediction for VeChain, all right, because we are a VeChain community, and VeChain has been making big time connections, all right, big time partnerships. And what people don't understand is that since VeChain is able to adapt to so many different systems and ecosystems and industries, all right, it takes about 6 to 8 months for them to build the new network for that company. So let's say a company comes on right now, all right, it takes about 6 to 8 months for them to build that new system for them and apply it to their new company, which people don't understand. 6 to 8 months is very fast, because for a company to come in and for you to have to trash all your old systems, trash your old computers, trash whatever, and start with a whole new system, sometimes that takes years, all right, to fully transition it over to a new system and a new way of life, all right. But for VeChain to come in and do that within 6 to 8 months, you got to understand these partnerships that they made last year during COVID, which a lot of these partnerships couldn't move the way they needed to, all right, because of COVID and people were working at home and a lot of people were laid off and things like that. Once again, these partnerships are picking back up. People are moving back, coming back to work. These things are back on board, back on track, and a lot of these deadlines are being met. And you're going to see a lot of explosive action within VeChain too within the next, I would say, 3 months, 4 months. And with that being said, VeChain will shoot from where it is right now, I think anywhere from 7 to 8 cents to anywhere to 50 to 60 cents within the next 3 to 4 months. So I would say by like November, VeChain should be close to 60 cents. So those are my 3 predictions. XRP about $20 after within 48 to 72 hours of the SEC lawsuit. Once again, XLM moving with that should go to anywhere from 10 to 12 to $13, and VeChain by the next 3 months should be anywhere in 50 to 60 range. That's all I have to say about
those
that.
are egregious predictions, Dread City. I'm right there with you. I hope it does happen that way. What about you, Money Meech? What you thinking? Where you at with it?
Man, listen, I ain't got no price predictions. You hear me? I don't have no price predictions for you folks. All I'm gonna say is, don't wait till it happens. Just don't wait until it happens. Like, stop worrying about where it might go. And just understand the importance of the technology. I was talking to this older gentleman today at the barbershop, and dude I've been knowing for all my life. I grew up with his son. He said something to me. I said something to him about investing, and what he told me was that, you know, that's his son lane. He's good, and basically because he was like, he just retired from the government, so 30 years, so he's getting paid. They taking care of him. He's secured, so he's good. He's not really concerned with, you know, all the other stuff. And when he said that to me, it just made it even more clear to me that this just ain't for everybody. Everybody is not going to tap in. Everybody's not going to see the significance of investing into, you know, what we believe is their future. We can believe what we want to believe, and people are going to believe what they want to believe. So all I'm saying is, if you're watching this, if you're with us, man, don't wait until it happens. Listen to what we're saying. Once again, I ain't never burned no bridges with nobody. So I just want people to really understand where I'm coming from and the time and effort that I put into this to put this out there for everybody else. And it's just, you know, it's bigger than us. Fuck them price predictions. Don't wait till it happens. That's all I gotta say, bro.
There it is, man. Money Meech, man.
Right.
Keeping it raw and
I
real
love
as
y'all.
he always does.
Real,
Straight
bro.
up, man. And I really feel that point, Meech,
Yeah.
because that's something that you do end up, you know, kind of you learn that as you go, that no matter how big something is to you or how big it is to the world or what have you. You know, certain people just don't see it that way. Certain people are just, stuck in their bubble or stuck in that comfort zone that they've grown to, get accustomed to or be accustomed to, and they don't want to venture out of it, no matter how lucrative it could be, or and that's just how some people live their lives, and we just got to accept that. But I mean, no one really ultimately knows what will happen to crypto in the short term. But one thing is definitely certain, that the future of currency is digital and decentralized, period. I don't care how you want to spin it, how you want to see it, but that is the future of cryptocurrency. And we're stamping that right here. Sean Prince said it first on the Maryland for Crypto show. And that's what I'm gonna leave y'all with, man. That's my final thought for the day. Mr. Make It Happen, what you got, man?
Yeah, last thing I got. Maryland for Crypto. Shirts has been released. If you're in the page, currently right now we have dropped our first line of our merch. We have three colors. We have a white, a red, and a black Maryland for Crypto shirt. I mean, everybody's been asking. They've been wanting it. They've been waiting for it, and we've dropped it. So far, the response has been great. We've had it out now 48 hours, and we already have over about 10 to 12 orders. So hopefully that continues, because right now they're pre-order. So we're just trying to wait till we get everything bunched up, and we're going to make that pre-order soon. The other shirts will be dropped, the line of shirts that we have coming out. My man Money Meats is in the lab doing a lot of designing for us, and so we're getting that going. And once these other designs drop for the merch, our whole first line, our first wave of merch will be out. But once again, that first shirt, if you are tuned in or on our page on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, you can see the line of shirts that we just dropped already. And last thing, we will be having a Zoom call for our Patreon members. We'll be just keeping them up to update on what's going on in the market, and we will be talking about a Fubi coin, the ICO, and the drop of that coin soon with our Patreon members. Because once again, if you are in our Patreon, you will get first access to the ICO for Fubi, and so we just want to make sure that everybody in our Patreon group will be on that Zoom call, so we can go over that, talk to them, walk them through what the process is of an ICO, because most of us, me personally, I've never been to an ICO before too, so we just want to make sure everything's, done correctly. So, we are in this ICO first, once, and that's an initial
And there
coin
it is,
offering.
man.
So before it even
There it
hits
is, man. So
exchanges,
yeah, if y'all haven't gotten in on a
we want to
coin
make sure that
prior
our
to it
people
dropping, I think if you haven't gotten in on a coin prior to it dropping, now's your chance, man. Fubi token is the way to go. It's the future. Swipe to earn cryptocurrency, man. You heard it first. Maryland for Crypto show. I'm your boy Sean Prince. Thank y'all for coming in. I got my guy Money Meach, Mr. Make It Happen.
Family.
We out. Catch us next week. We'll be back in the lab.